Hey guys, it's Darlancer here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what you need to be able to start streaming right now. Roll intro. So in a nutshell, we'll be going over what you need gear-wise to start streaming and the programs you should use. But before we get into it, I just want to let you know that I stream 4 days a week, every Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 9 PM GMT time zone, link down below. Now let's get to it. First off, I'm going to start off by saying you don't need fancy gear. You don't need all the amazing gear to start streaming. That's 100% fine. You don't need all this fancy gear. But there is certain equipment that you can use which will help you. So let's talk about gear first and equipment. Now, if you're a console player, or that's what you plan on streaming from, and you want to have overlays and alerts, well, you need to connect that to your PC. Now, you can stream straight from the console. You can. People do that. That's fine. But if you want to have alerts and you have all this fancy stuff going on, scenes and all that kind of fancy cool stuff, then you need a PC or a laptop. But most importantly, you need a capture card. You need a capture card to be able to capture your image from the console to your PC or laptop, so then you can stream it from a program from your computer, Stream Elements, so on and so on. Now you need a capture card. I would highly recommend the Elgato capture cards. They do amazing capture cards. They do amazing products, full stop. Like full stop, Elgato do an amazing, high quality, really good, equipment, which is all extremely related, really good equipment. So if you want to get a capture card, I would recommend getting an Elgato one. Now there is cheaper capture cards out there. There is cheaper ones, but Elgato as well do different variants of the capture cards, 4K ones, so on. So there is cheaper versions of the Elgato you can get, and there's cheaper capture cards you can get that aren't Elgato. I'm just highly recommending you get Elgato if you're going to get a capture card. Now, second piece of gear you're going to want is a microphone. Now, I'd highly recommend Blue Yeti as well. Blue Yeti, amazing company, amazing quality of products. The microphones are really good. Now, if you're on a low budget, that's fine, and you're looking for a cheaper microphone, that's fine. I did a video, the last one I did was on a microphone, this one, to be exact, this one here, and it was actually really good. I was surprised with what it come with. It come with the armbar, it come with a shock mount, it come with a pop filter, and it come with a wind guard. Amazing stuff that it come with, and the price of the microphone really cheap, and it's actually really good. The quality, the microphone, I will say, was super quiet. You do have to tweak it a bit, up the gain to get it to be a bit louder. It is really quiet. You have to be super close to it, otherwise it put you out. Sorry guys, just hit the mic. But it was a really good microphone. I'll put the link down below, and it'll be up here. It'll be there somewhere. You can click on that, you can watch the video, you can have a look at me reviewing it, doing a quality test, so you can hear what the microphone sounds like compared to the Blue Yeti. And I also compared it to my headset microphone and my microphone in the camera, so watch that if you like the sound of the microphone after it's been tweaked and had gain put on it, and you're on a low budget. I'd recommend that microphone. But if you're not on a low budget, Blue Yeti all the way. Blue Yeti, amazing microphones. Now let's move on. Thirdly, you're gonna want a camera. And I know not everyone uses cameras, I know. And like we spoke about in the past, there's exceptions. There's an exception to everything out there. Absolutely everything. There's an exception for everything. But most people aren't the exception. Like me personally, I ain't that exception. I'm not, okay? Now, think about this. You're streaming on Twitch. What are people there? What are people on Twitch for? Why do people like watching stuff live? Now, YouTube content is fine. You don't need a camera necessarily for YouTube. Depends on your content. Maybe you need a camera. It really does depend on your content. Streaming is a whole different kind of game to YouTube. It's a different style of content. In some ways, streaming in some ways is more lenient because you don't need as high quality. The standards aren't as high as YouTube. There's no editing involved. You don't need to edit. You don't need no skills. Not like the quality. No, I wouldn't say the quality of content, but the bar for quality is lower on Twitch. People don't need to know what they're doing. People don't need experts in editing and making thumbnails and fancy photos. You don't need none of that. What it all simply lies down to on streaming on Twitch, you got to be engaging, interaction. Yeah, but it lies down to pressing the, go live button, having a camera, having a mic, playing your game, just chatting. whatever it is you're doing, that's what it lies down to. You don't need no skills, you don't need nothing behind the camera kind of thing. That's what it lies down to. But like we were getting a bit sidetracked there. So the camera, think about it. People are here to be engaged with you as the streamer. They're coming into your stream to spend time with you. They want to be engaged with you, which is why they're talking. They're getting to know you, you're getting to know them. Don't you think having a camera is going to make them more engaged with you? Think about it. Let's move on. Fourthly, after you've gotten yourself a camera, get yourself some light. Get yourself some lighting. Lighting is key. Light can make bad camera look really good. Now for lights, if you're on low budget, get some ring lights. If you're on a high budget and money doesn't matter, get the Elgato key lights. Really good lights. Get the Elgato key lights. Amazing lights. Amazing lights. Now, let's move on to programs. Most importantly, the one you're going to want to use is what you stream from. OBS, Streamlabs, XSplit, whatever it is. And I will be going over and showing you how to set that up in OBS. And don't worry, Streamlabs and OBS are very similar. The settings themselves, maybe a few things different, but the actual settings practically the same. For setting up your quality of your stream, your bitrate, all that, it's the same. It's like the same layout. So you'll see me do it in OBS. Don't worry if you're not using OBS, you're using Streamlabs. That's fine. That's fine. I can't say for XSplit. I've never used it. I don't really know people that do use it. I mean, there's people out there. I personally don't know. Everyone I know that's a streamer, they use Streamlabs at OBS, so I can't say if that's the same or different. Can't really give an opinion if it's good or bad. That's all I'm going to say on the subject. Other programs you may want to use, such as Voicemeeter. If you want to tweak your microphone, make it sound a little bit better, Voicemeeter, good program, it's free. Another program you may want to use is the free Stream Deck, which you get on your phone and your PC. Use your phone as the Stream Deck. Really cool app, also free. Check both of them out if you want to use them. Another program you may want to use, something like, I don't know, Death Counter. If you're playing a game where you want to see how many deaths you can get at, Death Counter. There's loads of programs out there you can use. They're just a few ideas. For other programs you may want to use. Now we're gonna move on to the computer. I have just installed OBS. I haven't launched it. We're doing this on my gaming PC, which I don't have OBS on. So we're gonna switch to PC. I'm gonna launch it. I'm gonna basically do a little rundown of what you should set certain things to and why. Let's get to it. So there we are. Like I said, just installed it. Gonna launch it. Now we're gonna get to it. So launch. Ow. You know what I don't get? Your funny bone. Why is it called funny bone? Whenever you whack your funny bone, it ain't funny. Other people might laugh. Other people laugh when people fall over sometimes. I get that. But what? Why did someone call the funny bone funny bone? Someone please tell me why it's called funny bone. Because I sure as hell tell you, it's not funny when you bang it. Let's move on. We're going off topic. So, as soon as you launch it, you get this little program. Auto configuration wizard. You can click yay or nay. Doesn't really matter because we're going to change the settings anyway. I'm going to show you what to put. So, for your sake, just in case you click yeah, I'll click yeah. Optimize for streaming or recording. Your choice. If you're streaming, do that. If you're using this for recording, do that. I guess you're going to be doing it for streaming now, because this video is about streamers. So let's click next. And then you'll ask your base canvas. My base canvas of this monitor is 1920 by 1080. And frames per second. We'll get into that in a bit. Twitch. Yeah, I don't want to link my Twitch, so can we just cancel? Thank you. Now, continue without logging in, because I'm not doing this. I'm not going to be going over scenes, sources, none of that stuff. Mike, we've talked about stuff like that in the past. Just going to be going what you need to do to set this up. So, top left, you'll see File. Go to File, go to Settings. Going to be breaking down and talking about a few of these things. So, you got your general. A few settings here, we're not really be going over anything here. In Stream, this is where you can link your Twitch or put your Steam key in there. You know, if you're using Twitch or Mixer or programs. Output. There we go. Now, free encoder. If you have NVENC, I highly recommend NVENC. Now, when I say NVENC, there's certain cards, some cards have NVENC, but they're terrible. It's the newer cards that have the latest version of NVENC. I always say it wrong, people are gonna hate me. It's called tuning or turning, I don't know. The newest version of NVENC, or it's called turning, tuning, I never get it right. If you've got that version, use NVENC. If you don't, the other versions aren't that good. Now, if you wanna list, or you wanna know what cards do have that, what don't, let me show you. If you type in NVIDIA cards that have NVENC, and that's not how you spell NVENC. There we go. If you type NVIDIA cards that have NVENC, this link right here, click that. Wait for it to load. Now, this is what I'm on about. These cards that have them, turning, tuning, I don't know. My English is bad, guys, okay? Now, the older ones, these have Pascal. Pascal isn't the best for streaming. I've seen a lot of people have complaints, and it's just not worked the best using NVENC. Yeah. So, if you got one of these cards, there, use that encoder. That encoder is really, really good. Really good for your CPU. Now, obviously, because we're on a gaming PC, I don't have that. I do in my stream. Getting off topic here. So, output mode, put that to advance. Now, for your streaming. So, use your encoder. If you've got anything, use that. Bitrate. I personally set it to controlled bitrate, so it's always at a steady bitrate. Now, for bitrate, don't go any higher than 5. I was gonna say, yeah, 5,000. Don't go any higher than 5,000. If you've got good enough internet, 5,000 means 5 meg upload. If you've got good enough internet, 5 meg, it's fine. I wouldn't go any higher. You don't want to go any higher for a reason why. People with lower internet won't be able to connect. If people haven't got super fast internet, they're going to struggle connecting. To it because how high of a bitrate you've got, and depends on what quality res you're streaming at. It's going to be hard, and you don't want people, especially as a new streamer, to be outputting a really high quality where people can't watch it. You don't want to do that. So, my opinion, set it to 4,000. Set it to 4,000, and you'll be fine there. Now, this depends on you and your computer. I don't know what computers you're all using. You could be using a low-end budget build. You could be using a beast machine. If you're using a beast machine, feel free to put everything on high. By the way, ultra fast here doesn't mean for good computers. I know you may think that, but no. Now, ultra fast is for lower end CPUs. If you've got a really bad CPU, higher and faster is better. I know that may seem weird, but no. So, ultra fast would be better. Also, by the way, if you do use the NVENC encoder, some of these settings are different. Just so you know. But overall, the main important ones are here. So, depends on your computer. Depends on what you put this at. Best way to do this is do some tests. And I'll show you how. If you record and you select the option, use stream encoder, when you record, you'll be able to see the kind of quality you're getting back. I would advise doing that. So once you're tweaking with this, you set it to ultra fast, fast, medium, do a test stream, see how much your computer's being hit whilst playing the game, look at the video back, see how good it looks or how bad it looks, and then change some settings. Now for the keyframe interval, I set this to 2. That's it for there. The recording, I set this to MP4. We're not here for recording, so we're not going over that, but I set that to MP4 and I use the stream encoder. Now, video. What I would advise, don't stream at 1080p. Do not stream at 1080p. Stream at 720. Now, if you want to stream at higher quality, I get it. 720 is fine, by the way, but if you want to stream at high quality, stream at 1440 by 810. It's better than 720, but it's not as good as 1080. 1080p, same reason as the bitrate. You're putting out a way too high quality, people will get buffering. They'll watch your stream and they'll buffer. If you've got a high bitrate and you're streaming at 1080p, people are going to buffer. People are going to have difficulties watching your stream, which isn't good, and which isn't good for you as a new streamer. You don't want that to be happening. The only people that can get away with that is people with transcoding options. That's partners. If you're a partner, set it to 4K. I mean, I don't even know if you can stream at 4K. I wouldn't even ever attempt it. I haven't got a 4K monitor now. Don't stream it that high. Frame rate. Again, depends on your CPU. I stream at 60 frames because it looks better. I can get away with it though for 2 PCs. Again, like I said, I'll do a test recording. Or you can do a test stream if you make, if you make a separate account, do a test stream and just see how well, if your CPU and your computer can handle it, then do it. That is up to you and your computer, whether you can do 60 frames or 30. That is basically it. That's all you really want to be doing is, set your bitrate. Set your bitrate. Keyframe interval, I set that to 2. Encoder, like I said, NVENC if you can, if not X264. And frame rate, if your CPU can handle it, put it to 60. If it can't, don't worry about it. The output, like I said, 720p. If you really want that extra bit, then put it by 1440 by 810, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. That's all you really need to know. Then you'll be ready to go. Like I said, do a test record, see what it looks like. Change some of the settings. If you want it to be ultra fast in the output, if you want this to be fast, ultra fast, slow or very slow, do some test recordings. See how it looks. See how it turns out. That's it for this part, guys. Alright, guys. That's it for the video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope the information was helpful and it helped you all out. I really do. Really hope it helps you in some way or the other. Any part of the video, even if it's only one small part of the video, it helped you. That makes me happy. I'm glad I could help any way, shape and form I can. If you got any questions about the video, any other videos in the past or in the future, or any questions in general about streaming, PC support, or anything, join the Discord. Feel free to join the Discord. Ask me any questions in there, or ask when I'm live on Twitch. I'll put the link down below to the Discord. Feel free to join, even if you've got no questions and you want to join an amazing community. Feel free. You're more than welcome. Happy to have you. That's it for this video, guys. I wish you all the best of luck with streaming, content creation. You're all amazing. You all can achieve anything you want if you put your mind to it and you put the time and effort in. I believe that. Just be yourself. Be yourself on the stream. Be you. And same with YouTube content. Be you. Be who you are. That's all I'm going to say. That's my last little note. Be yourself. Take care, guys. Wish you the best of luck with everything. Catch you next time on the next video. Peace out.